Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Now, there's going to be a link in the description for part 1 for anyone who hasn't checked it out yet and feels called to. This will definitely make more sense. Let's get on with it, guys. Well. This makes perfect sense. So what's going to happen here is we need to restore our faith in New Earth. We need to restore our faith in the people building it. We need to understand that our faith is our golden ticket home. And if we're not going to believe, how are we going to get there? And we really do. We need to really start believing in our connection to our soul tribe members and the people that are helping us build this, and remembering that no, they're not perfect either. They're on their expansion, but we're coming together as a community in order to build New Earth. And this leads back to channeled information at the beginning of this reading. We're all worker bees trying to create the sweet nectars of life, trying to create with the sweet nectars of life, and many of us are transmuting what's not sweet, what's bitter, into sweetness through us, through self. We know that La Luna is helping us to heal. This has to do with that recalibration to the earth, through the earth star chakra, through the root. This is the connection to the tree, the roots of the tree, and La Luna. This is a deep connection to La Luna, and this is the Four of Cups within the tarot, the connection to it. We're healing from what is separate. And it's going to help us to restore our faith. We need to have the faith in the new, into the communities and the people that are coming together in order to create a new. This is putting us on direct points, path to our purpose, our 10 of Cups. And now look at that. We're healing from this space. The North Node is communicating to us from the South. Come here. And this space is connected to Venus. Love, baby. What we're grounding. Our connection to the feminine. Also, working with Uranus. The energies of New Earth and Aquarius. Our genius. Our great genius. Connected to our divinity. We're knowing. We're trusting. We're knowing. Boy, wow. Do you understand what this is going to do to our chakras? We are literally lit, connected to our divine inheritance. And we're working. We know Venus is working with Mars. How did I lose you already, Lady Venus? Venus is working with Mars to restore the balance. Remember, this is about that Two of Cups. Now, the Empress and the Emperor, the masculine and the feminine. Remember, we're coming together to turn the wheel, but it's through God and Goddess energies. God and Goddesses are coming together to turn this wheel, guys. And it has to do with the communication. We're working with our soul, the freeing of our soul, the freeing of true self. We're working with our moon sign here. And this is going to allow us to repair our everyday patterning of the body. We know we're ethereal. We know we're more than body. We understand we're working with our light, but we have to take care of our body. And we've forgotten to take care of our body. So we're going to have a transformation. The energy of Scorpio is here. Pluto. We're connecting to the extremes, right? Because we use the extremes to create the outside of the pattern. But now we're going to go within. We're going to do the fine detail of the patterning within. We're going towards the center. We need to get towards the middle. So we are going to use our balance. We need Metatron's cube. And this transformation is connected to the balance. Libra. We're going from Libra to Scorpio. There's our connection. And it's helping us to achieve the 10 of Pentacles, part of our fortune increase. And we've already connected to the other part, our 10 of Cups. Our life's purpose, our life's path, our destination. And it's happening through the 6th house, our daily patterning, our routines. And I want you to see, there is the cocoon around here, the sphere. We need to apply the 13 spheres of knowledge to expand out of this cocoon. Expanded. So we're going to be seeking now with the feminine. We're repairing connection here. Look at that Da Vinci man. And there's that twin flame story of, we were united as one, but we were such powerful beings that we were separated. However, which way you want to look at that. This is all about coming back together. Partnerships. Third houses, we have messages. And these messages are connected to our feelings. The moon, Cancer, the nurturing energy, and lunar eclipses here. There's a change. There's some sort of change. Before we receive our message of what is shifting here, I want to get some tarot, guys. Then we're going to get our activation because I want to see what's happening here with past, present, and future, okay? This is the way I'm being called to get this message. So here we are. And you know what? These cards are going back. Comet will stay here. Comet ends the Chariot. So we have a Comet here, a Chariot here to keep us balanced. And we'll put these cards back within the tarot and we're going to see what's happening here. This is connected to our past, what we're letting go of. But also where we're creating from. The Six of Wands. Healing from the dark. And look, we're using all those spheres. We're using the spheres. We're connecting to the spheres of knowledge that we need to heal from the dark with the light.
Sorry.
It's okay, buddy. We have the sun and we have the star. And it's connected to the Ace of Swords. And the Three of Swords with the Four. We're having enlightenment. There's our surrender. And it's taking us here. Through here. Here we're recognizing we have to work with the masculine energy. We have to work with the sun in order to have growth. But we also have to work with the night sky, the stars, the heavens. And this is giving us clarity. This is allowing us to connect to the positive and the negative. To dream. We're surrendering here. We're letting go of the Three of Swords. And we're letting go through the Three of Swords, through the Four, through our mind. We're healing our mind. And this Four of Swords is connected to the Four of Pentacles. We are connected to what we're creating here, New Earth. And a connection, a happy family life. Whatever this is for us, whatever this path is for all of us. Remember, it's going to be unique for all of us. And there it is. We've expanded it through the earth. We've connected to our divine inheritance through wish fulfillment, through the Nine of Cups. And look, there's 4 cups here and 4 cups here. The representation of the 8. Why we left and we were called by the sun and the moon in order to create the 2. Here we've connected to the 1 cup. And this 1 cup, we understand, these are not trophies. These are not trophies in a room. These are connections to the heavens through us. And our connection to the heavens is also through the earth, through nature, through what's natural, and it's allowing us to restore balance. And look, ease tension through motion. There's a victory of going home. He's wearing moon earrings. I always want them to call them moon earrings, but he's not really wearing earrings. They're on his thing. And he's got the energy of the stars on his crown chakra. And remember, there's a connection to the 3 right now. Here's the connection, but it's not colored in within this deck. We're still working with this 3 of Cups connection. There's 2 3 of Cups. There's 2 10 of Cups, and there's 2 3 of Cups within this deck. And this one's not colored in yet. We haven't added the color. Remember, we're creating the patterning, and we're talking about, like, we're just adding the lines, and then we're going to color it in. Or we're going to fill it in with the inside of the patterning. That's what we're doing here. And it has to do with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The water energies. So this activation is going to be connected to our main activation. This 3 of Cups. And we're... And I want to see where they showed me everything was shifting. The 9th house and faith. The 10th house and the world. And Pluto transformation. So these 3 cards showed me are connected to what is shifting. And the 10th house, we have faced the devil energies by this point, but we're going to use our experience to raise our vibration. To raise our vibration and connection to the world. And it's connected to these 3 of Cups. Now, before we receive this activation, I still... Oh, and of course, it's connected to the North Node. Want to get the message of, so we just received where we've been in the past. Let's see where we're at in the present. And then we're going to go forward to the future. We're going to have all the activation cards here to make some sense of this. Page of Swords. So right now, we're actively telling our truth through the energy of youth. We're doing inner child healing here. And right now, this is the representation of the masculine. The masculine working with the sword to honor truth. And this is truths of old, like old earth is still fighting right now with the masculine. But the masculine is swift right now. The masculine has hawk energy on their side. And it's in order to see through our illusions, to see what's in the cup. We need to understand this to understand how to fill this in. We need to understand what our illusions are. And it is happening through the earth. It's happening within. There's this snake. And the snake is trying to offer her a pentacle, but she's within a trance right now. She's transforming. Well, the masculine transforms with their truth. The feminine is having some sort of inner transformation. Yeah, and it's connected to our lack of, through the earth, feeling left out in the cold, left out in the dark. Feeling unsupported, feeling unnurtured, feeling just cold, wanting to feel the warmth again, wanting to feel what it's like to have loyal, committed people within our lives. This is connected to the Hierophant. So we're going to heal with the star. We're actively going to heal with the star. And this is connected to that 8-pointed star that's giving us clarity. So now, you know, what's happening here is the stars are giving us the clarity that we need in order to see what we need to see. La Luna's MIA right now. We're working with the stars, guys. I wonder what she's doing. The King of Wands is here. We're going to be set forth with a challenge to act on our fears. To continue to create the 2 of Cups. And when we act on our fears, we're going to receive another piece of our divine blueprint. Something of self is going to be illuminated, a piece of self, and it's connected to our wisdom and has something to do with within, and it's time. It's literally time. Now we've got another message of time, and the serpent is now wrapped around the hourglass. It's time. It's time for something, and it has to do with the fact that the cups are being filled. The Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups, and look at that. Spirit has just gifted the masculine for the work that they're doing. And it's healing from the 5. We're healing from the 5 because we've repaired the connection. We've been repairing the connection between the masculine and feminine. The Hierophant is the key. This is where the feminine is actively seeking within those 13 spheres of knowledge within the dark and higher self. The masculine, the energy is expanding it. And this is what's being offered at the full moon in Taurus. And we know we've healed from our active charge. And this is the card they show me. We're coming together through the 3 of Cups. We know the 3 of Cups is connected to the 2. And right now this is representing what they're showing me. Working with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in order to raise our vibration. And there's the Queen of Wands. Now we have counterparts coming together through the Wands. Remember, we're working with the fire energies right now to New Earth. So this is what we're actively in creation with right now. The coming together of the masculine and feminine from old Earth to New Earth through the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. All right, so let's see what cards I'm being called to have here. Okay. Okay, so here we're adding to the activation cards the 3 of Cups, the World, the 2 of Cups, with the Hermit and the Hierophant. What we need to see in order to be activated. Now, let's see where we're going within the future. And then we're going to see what's being activated here. Our ending. Okay, so what they're showing me is this is the ending of old patterning, of old Earth. This is the ending of what doesn't make sense of self and of our life anymore. This is the ending of being caught in the 3 of Swords situation. We're not caught in it anymore because we're filling the cup. We've understood how to fill the cup, and look at how this cup is exploding. With working with spirit, with working with the water energies, because we're understanding how to work with the cups now. We're understanding alchemy of the cups. This is taking, you know, those bitter emotions. The 5 of Cups are sorrows, you know, our illusions, and this is transmuting them through us. By, remember, we're using the swords. We have to dry up some of the water. Air dries up water. We have to dry up some of this water in order to find clarity. And this is going to, like, we're going to be exploding with the healing powers of water. And this is allowing us to create with an even deeper connection to the earth, through the earth, with our new patterning, with our new shapes. These shapes are connected to New Earth and the manifestations of New Earth and the grid of consciousness, the grid of the collective that we're working with. We've fully integrated and connected to the energies of New Earth here and what we came here to do. We understand The priestess energy, we understand the pause. We're not reacting here, we're responding. We've healed from stimulus. We've healed from overstimulus. We've healed from the devil energies. And we're up in New Earth with Metatron's cube. The chariot is here now 3 times. And that goes from channeled messages right here. Metatron's cube right now is the key. The Merkaba. And remember, the Merkaba gets us to the all. The connection of creating the patterning of the Merkaba gets us to the triicontrahedron. And we want to be connected to the triicontrahedron. That is bliss. There's the bliss. It's not adding the positive to equal positive bliss. It's creating the shape of Metatron's cube, repairing the connection between the 13 spheres of knowledge, the feminine, the matter, and the masculine, expanding it with the energy. And then we're having our visions, our connection. We understand how to use our Merkaba, and it connects us to the triicontrahedron, the all. We are connected to the all. We're working with the all. We're expanding with the all. This is what many of us came here to do, okay, guys? And if you're understanding this, you're one of them. You know, what are we setting forth to achieve? And this is going to happen during Scorpio season. Purification from the 5 to the 6, okay? And we went there through the 8. But it was that 8 that gave us the clarity that we needed. And the clarity we need is going to help us to heal from the trickery of the matrix with the 7 of swords here. This is the confusion. This is the confusion that we're saying goodbye to. We're saying goodbye to the confusion that the matrix causes us in order to heal. We're understanding healing through self and working with the divine, working with the universe, working with patterning, working with energy, working with the elements, working with the cosmic cross of transformation. And we do so. That's where we're going, guys, because we picked growth. We picked growth, and look, we made some sense of what was going down through self. We went from the 7 to the 6 of swords through the 10. Yeah, we had to have an ending. We had to have an ending of our old ways, of our old patterning. We made sense of what we need to make sense of. Now we've restored and repaired the connection between the masculine and feminine. You see, the sphere is right there. We've got the square and the hexagon, and we're working with both shapes here in order to cut away what is not serving us. And this is not serving us. We're making sense of our patterning. We're making sense of what we need to see. And the Princess of Discs the Princess of Discs is exactly doing that with the King of Cups, the Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups, look, the Princess of Discs actively working with balanced patterning of New Earth and grounding it, what we set out to achieve, the feminine doing this and the masculine transforming with the cup. The serpent is now in the cup, connected to spirit. The spirit is the chariot here and moving forth with love, and we've done it. The 2 of Cups is here. And the Luna is making her presence. She's reappeared because she was here to help us transform. And she was helping us transform, and we achieve it. The Princess of Discs. I swear. And the Prince of Discs. Both achieving the patterning we set out to achieve. The feminine restoring balance between the dark and the light. Look at all that patterning work, and look what the masculine is doing here. Creating with the sphere. Connected to the feminine. Honoring the feminine within. Once again, too, forward movement, another chariot. But this chariot is connected to working through the earth. We have done it, guys. We've done it. Thank you, La Luna. And now we've come full circle. We started off with the 6. We're ending with the 6. There's the 6 of Wands right there, guys. We healed from the 5 of Wands. That active charge. Congratulations. And the moon is MIA until right now because she's been busy helping us to create our authentic self, authentic tune, okay? We know the scarab beetle is connecting to the sun in our expansion, but the scarab beetle teaches us to move our toxicity, our dung, our shit out of the way. And we do so, and when we do so, we are doing some purification of self. And this is activating us. Guys, we're being called by harmonics, by harmonies, by unseen languages. And guys, I never noticed until right now, these are 2 lighthouses. And this is connected to what I myself have written in this new moon intentions book. And I'm just realizing this right now. It's connected to this one here, guys. And I drew this one when I was designing my tarot cards. I've started to design a couple of them. I would like to have my own deck. And so here's even one of my own signs and synchronicities here. And I never realized this till right now. I love the tarot. I love expansion. I love this path, guys. I'm lit. I'm excited right now. This is the masculine and feminine both achieving the lighthouse energy. And this is when we've expanded and we are shining our light from within to without. And that has to do with Pisces, I believe, right now. And allowing our light to shine from within to without. And there's a connection. Remember, this has to do with the unspoken languages. So we're not going to speak to each other to connect. And this is connected to the 2 of Cups and what's happening here with the coming together of the feminine and masculine. It is through these 2 lighthouses. And this is connected to the energy of our ancients. Our ancients are helping us with this transformation. So it's like we're going on the path of the moon to create authentic self, authentic tune, authentic vibration. This is connected to our vibration. Now, we go forth on the path of the moon. And look, we're connecting to the energies of the unknown, the heavens. Here we have the 2 lighthouses, the lighthouse of the feminine, the lighthouse of the masculine, calling each other home, calling each other to connect. And here we do so. And remember, this is through the Carusis, the Kundalini. We found the strength. We found the strength we needed to heal and transform and fill these 2 cups. We're going to go home. And we just, we know we received it within this deck. This has something to do with the meeting of the 2 fish and the lotus flower. And we know from our devil card on the last reading here, the last couple of readings, it was connected to the feminine doing the work with the lotus flower and being able to purify and blossom within the dark. And that's what she's been working on in order to get here. Thank you, La Luna. Now, let's see what's being activated. Oh, and I'm going to just get my activation cards right here. The 6 of Cups with the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Cups with the Lovers. And so the 7 and 6 of Swords with the Ace of Swords and the 6 of Cups with the Lovers and the 2 of Cups. Now we have our cards present. Let's see what's being activated here. I love it. We just talked about the meeting of the 2 fish too. Look, see what I mean? The signs and synchronicities. And I just, guys, I don't, like I said, I don't have time to plan this all out. I have a life. I can't be bothered. This, when I see all this come together, I'm really like, Divine, thank you for having me back. Wow. What is being activated here? And this is going to be connected to the time of the full moon in Taurus on Halloween. The blue moon. And guys, this is so rare. Like, first of all, for a full moon to be on Halloween happens to like once every 18, 19 years. And then blue moon happens like every 2 years. Authenticity. Invisibility. Guys, we're activating our authenticity. Everything we set out to achieve. Authentic tune, authentic self. We have removed away what is not of self. Guys, I'm reacting to this. Oh, this message is so sacred. You know, I was questioning, following my intuition this whole entire reading. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This isn't the way we usually do things. And I kept going. You know, usually we get a little messages here and there, and they're like, no. Now, the beautiful gifts of just, I was like, no, set forth with the intention that I was going to listen to my intuition the whole time and not follow that charge of the mind. And like, here it is. We need to see through the patterning that's not of self. This programming of the matrix within the Seven of Swords, this trickery. And now we've done it. We've cut away what's not of self. And yeah, we had to have an ending. This is connected to that. Wherever that Ten of Swords is, maybe I put away. But we had to have an ending to order to find authentic self. And of course, where are we going, guys? Eternal love. Our authentic self, our authentic tune is getting us to our eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. And that's what we need to remember, our counterpart. This transcends physical death. We're not worried about this separation. That's such an illusion. That's seeing through. Guys, now we're going to be able to fill in those cups. We're being our blind spots are being illuminated for us by the light right now. That's the gift. And you know what, guys? I think we need to get into some mischief and play this Halloween. This Halloween. Authenticity. Invisibility. Heart beating. We sense, but we do not see. They touch. We chill. They come unseen. You know that feeling you sometimes have that someone is watching you. You cannot see them, yet you have a distinct feeling that someone is there. All the hairs are up on the back of your neck. You think you see something in the corner of your eye, but when you turn, there is nothing left to be seen but empty air. This is the power of invisibility, the indirect fear and the covert threat of having to fight something that we cannot see. Humans have a strong visual sense, so it's no wonder that we are uneasy about things we cannot see. The ancients believed that all manner of creatures, mythical and physical, and of course the deities, could make themselves invisible at will. When we consider that some animals are camouflaged so well by their coats or behavior that sometimes even if we're looking straight at them, they're hard to see within their environment, that invisibility isn't such a far-fetched concept. In many cultures, the idea of beings who could watch us undetected, and still are, common. Angels, nature spirits, fae, even practitioners of magic such as witches are said to have the power to appear and disappear at will. Later, in literature and then in movies, invisibility became a common power, and now we have fictional superheroes that are invisible and even cloaks of invisibility. The concept is a double-edged sword. Whilst it is a powerful tool to be able to gain information or to assist, whilst no one sees, individuals using it are privy to information that may not be meant for them, and it may be taken out of context or unethically. It is a power of manipulation and easily abused. The idea of hiding away and not being seen is also a big part of the dark side of this concept. We are all born to shine our light out into the world and to take our roles. hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing others' ideas or work, and being someone else rather than your authentic self are all aspects to consider. Guys, and we can't be hiding away. Well, we can be hiding away. We can always do whatever we want. But, oh, you know what? We got to ask ourselves, are we just prolonging our suffering? This is about authentic tune. This is about the new patterning we came here to create. And you know what? If we can just get creating some of this new patterning and build some such stability of this new earth, then you know what? We're not going to feel like we always have to hide away. And that's where we need to change our perception in our mind. Guys, this is happening. It's going down. We gotta let it play out now and create. We can't get stuck in our fears of the past, or fears of what's old, or fears of where we've been, or that ruin the energy of the Ten of Swords connected to the South Node. This ain't going down like how it was. It's going up. We're connecting to the North Node. We're connecting to our purpose, our path. We're creating anew. We need to remember this right now, and this is connected to those high vibe dreams and visions of what we came here to build. It's time. It is time. It's Halloween. And look at this. This was underneath Trick or Treat. What we're going to be doing Halloween, we're going to get into some mischief and play and have fun like inner children. We're going to set our inner child free. But look at this full moon and look what's happening. We're going to give up control. Something, like, we think we're in control, but this full moon is going to show us we're not. This full moon is going to show us we're not in control. We're in charge. And it has to do with creating from our past. There's something to do with our past, and we're going to find out what it is in our next reading. And look, when we give up control, we're going to rejoice in the present moment. It has something to do with always trying to control how we're creating here, what we're creating, how we see what we're creating, our lives. When we give up control and we understand we're in charge of our energy and we start working with our energy, we're going to rejoice in joy. This is connected to a freedom within the present moment, because we understand that we're not focusing on the past and focusing on the future. We're focusing on the present moment, and we are, yes, connected to our past and connected to our future. It doesn't mean they're not within our mind. It's just we're not actively creating within those spaces. We're actively creating within the present moment, honoring the past and the future. And you know what, guys? There's no such thing as a coincidence too. The look, reflecting in the present or rejoicing in the present. It's fall. It's fall right now. We need to connect to right now, and look, she is also connected to the tree energy. This is incredible. All right, guys, one more message and we're going to say goodbye. Weave the future golden. Something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin now assists you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw you to the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, and which will enable your soul to live the divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. And guys, that's everything. It's not creating through the most idealistic circumstances. It's everything that Kuan Yin just shared with us. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create today. What an exciting time. Guys, I look forward to seeing you soon when we expand off the knowledge we've been seeking within the unknown by applying the masculine, working with the feminine, achieving balance. Take care.